Hey, what's going on, fellas? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here, answering questions for you guys today. Today's question is, did I ever get autographs of other players while playing? And did any other players collect autographs while playing? So I'm going to go over a couple of stories about that. One funny story that I found really funny, and then a couple other stories just kind of explaining how the whole process works. So the answer is yes. There's a lot of players that collect other players' autographs. Most players, not most players, but there's a lot of players that have, offices or basements or something, and they like to kind of fill it up with, different signed jerseys and cleats and baseballs. It's probably not, baseball isn't, it doesn't work kind of like how football and soccer works, where football games, guys are like trading jerseys after the game, and same with soccer. And in basketball, it seems like they're always trading stuff. Baseball doesn't really work like that to that degree. But usually, what happens in baseball, at least in my experience, is when you go on a trip or when a team comes into your home stadium, usually teams come in for like a 4 game series. And so typically when teams come in, like guys will usually have a few things that they want to get signed, and you'll give it to your clubhouse guy, and then they'll bring it over and get it signed for you. So like when I got into LA the first time, I got into LA and I kind of saw this happening. I saw players like kind of giving our clubhouse guy a couple things. And, again, I didn't know you could do this, but I realized it pretty quickly. I think I asked somebody, I said, hey, what's going on? They said, oh, they're just getting autographs from the other team. And so I said to myself, man, I grew up a huge Red Sox fan. And when we were playing the Dodgers, I don't know if you can see it right there. So I'll have to show this one. This is my lineup card, the lineup card from opening day. And so if you look at it, Manny Ramirez is on there. Who else? Nomar Garcia Parra is on there. Let me see if anyone else from the Red Sox. I think those were the two main guys from the Red Sox. I mean, but there's a lot of Greg Maddux is on there. There's tons of good players. I mean, and then we had a bunch of good players. We had a bunch of Hall of Fame. Trevor Hoffman was on our team, and so I really wanted to get Manny's autograph, especially because he was my favorite player of all time. And Nomar Garcia Parra was probably one of my favorites too, since he was a shortstop for the Red Sox. And I can vividly remember sitting there and saying, should I get their autographs? And I said, no, I'm like a new guy. Like, I'm not going to be a fanboy. I'm not going to like try to grab autographs. I said, I want to play like 10 years in the major leagues, and I'll be here long enough to be able to get my autographs like down the road. I'm not going to get it my rookie year, especially not my first game. And I have not been back to the major league since, and I don't think I'm going back anytime soon. So looking back, I wish I got every autograph I possibly could, because we played against some really, really good players. But I didn't. I thought I was too cool, and I said, no, I don't want to do it. I'll do it later. And later never came. So hopefully that helps answer your question as far as what guys are doing. A lot of guys are collecting it, and I was too much of an idiot to do so. Here's a funny story for you. I'm going to leave players' names out for this because, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But one of the funniest things I saw is my first season in spring training, big league spring training. We had a lot of really, really good players on our team. And one of my buddies wanted an autograph of a player on our team who is, let's just say he's really good. I'm not going to say who it was. He's a really, really good player. So my buddy went up to him. We're in the clubhouse early one day. He goes up to him and he says, "Hey, do you mind signing this ball for me? You've been my favorite player my whole life. I've watched you my whole childhood." And the guy says, "Yeah, sure thing." So he signs it. He gives him the ball. My buddy says thanks. Comes back to our locker, and he's like, "You're not gonna believe this." I said, "What?" He goes, "Look at what just did when I asked him for his autograph." So I look at the ball, and it says "F.U. Hick" and the player's name. It doesn't say "F.U." It says the actual word "F.U.C.K." U Hick and the player's name. And so my buddy, who's childhood favorite player, finally got to meet him on the same team, tried to get his autograph, and got an FU. Got his autograph though, but with an FU above it, which I don't know if that makes it worth any more or any less. I should actually ask him what he did with that ball. I'm not really sure. I believe he kept it. I mean, I would hang it up like right there. I mean, that would be even cooler, I think. But I think he was hoping to get like an actual legitimate autograph. So I don't know if that's ever happened before, but that's what happens sometimes when you ask the wrong guy to sign an autograph for you. And that's really it, guys. Those are my autograph stories. Never got a single autograph during my career. Have minor league autographs. Felt much more comfortable in the minor leagues to grab autographs from players. But for some reason, when I got to the major league, I just didn't feel comfortable enough. And I always said I'd do it when I wasn't a rookie, and never was not a rookie. So thank you for sending in your question. Hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. Comment in the section below if you have any more questions. Definitely keep sending them in. Share the video with all your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and please give us a thumbs up and like the video. I'd really appreciate that also. Check out our Instagram page, Antonelli Baseball, and our Twitter feed, Man299, where I'm posting videos all the time for you guys. Check out the description box below, where I've got a bunch of links to books and training tools we use with our players. I think you guys will enjoy those. Check out our website, AntonelliBaseball.com. We have tryouts going on, so if you're a local player, jump on in the tryouts, say hello, stop by. And that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Keep sending in your questions. I'll keep answering them, and we'll talk to you later.